Hey, it's me, Hannah V, and guess what? It's midterms this week, which means I'm swamped with work. Yay! So we're gonna do another review. I'm here to share with you curious individuals, or the ones too scared to see it, my Paranormal Activity, the Marked Ones review. Warning, will contain spoilers. If you don't want to know spoilers, don't listen. So it's centered around a Hispanic family, and the oldest son, Jesse, just graduated high school. Everyone's at his house partying hard, and they hear weird noises from their downstairs neighbor, Anna, who is a bit, insane. So one day, Jesse and his friend Hector just chilling in his room and hear the noises from Anna's apartment again. They decide to investigate and tie a camera to a rope and toss it down the vent. Whabam! There is a woman naked as the day she was born, just chilling there. So Hector starts freaking out. Jesse, this is the best day of my life. And then Anna strolls on into the shot. Now, Anna is, she's a bit large, shall we say, and she is also naked. So while Hector doesn't want to look, he still sees that Anna starts painting that symbol from the other movies, the triangle with the circle inside on this other girl's stomach. They pull back up the camera and just start questioning, well, why would she do this? Later that night, Hector and Jesse are wandering around. Their friend Oscar jumps down from the roof of Anna's building, just running past them. Something ain't right. Sure enough, the next day they found out Anna's dead. Sometime after this, Hector and Jesse get high, aka smoke marijuana. They decide to go down to Anna's apartment, sneaking through the police tape and everything for whatever reason. They find some tapes, and lo and behold, one of the sets of tapes is labeled Katie and Christy, the chicks from the other movies. The next day, Jesse wakes up and discovers a huge bite mark on his arm, which he casually shrugs off for some reason. In the kitchen, Jesse notices his dog won't talk to him, and he just kind of scurries off. He starts playing Simon with his friends, and he realizes Simon isn't working, but it is working kind of like a Ouija board for him. He asks it a question, and it presses green for yes and red for no. A while later, Jesse and Hector are playing basketball, and they live in a shady neighborhood. So as they're going to leave, they get jumped by two guys for no reason at all, really. However, Jesse turns into Superman. Baboosh! One guy's into the vending machine, another guy's 12 feet away at the end of the table. Not only is he Superman, he can do some, what's that movie called? Chronicle type stuff, where Jesse, falls back onto the air and then catches himself, and he can lift himself back up. Curious as to why he has acquired all these powers, he asks the Simon, and he asks if it's his guardian angel who saved him the other night from those hooligans. It answers no. He also asks if the spirit is good. Dun dun dun. It does not answer. With his cool powers, Jesse and Hector party on over to, a party. They pick up some chicks, and in the worst decision ever, head over to Anna's freaking ghosty weird house. Really, guys? At this part, there is a sex scene, and for whatever reason, the dad in front of me brought two kids. I'm talking 4 and 5 here, guys. At least he told them to cover their eyes. Jesse leaves for a moment, and this one girl finds a hidden cellar door type thing. She opens it and nearly gets dragged down by a guy who turns out to be Oscar. Jesse comes back into the room looking for this chick, and Oscar, who is nearly fully possessed, pops up behind Jesse, telling him you have to kill yourself before it gets you and you hurt people you love. Oscar also shows him the same sweet bite mark that he has, similar to Jesse's. Oscar takes off and Jesse runs after him, but after a while, Oscar flops onto a car and he's dead. Jesse heads down into the basement that the chick nearly got dragged into and closes the door after him like an idiot. He sees a lot of ritual stuff, including a picture of himself and then another picture of his mother with Anna while she was preggers. Jesse freaks out and runs back to his apartment trying to get some answers. After this, things start spiraling down for Jesse. He's just chilling at the 7-Eleven on the corner, trying to get a slushie, a Coke slushie, because those ones are the best. And somebody starts talking to his sister, and Jesse just starts wailing on this guy for no reason at all. Jesse goes back to Anna's old apartment after hearing his dog whimpering down there. He goes down to no dog and Katie and Christy with black eyes saying, "She's ready for you," in a demonic voice. Blackout. Jesse is up the next morning and something is obviously not right with him. He's sweating, and his grandmother goes to a religious man about it because she kind of knows what's going on with him. She comes home and begins to rub an egg over Jesse because, that's what the guy told her to do about it. At first, Jesse's like, oh, but then he reaches up and grabs her hand and just crushes it and the egg. He starts doing some Chris Angel type stuff and levitates up in the air, then reality warps, and there's a loud bang and bright lights. And Hector, Jesse's sister, and the grandmother run into another room and just come out, and Jesse's laying on the floor. The next day, the grandmother and Jesse are nowhere to be found, and Hector, who is filming, finally finds Jesse standing at the top of the stairs, and his grandmother's at the bottom dead. Jesse takes off, and Hector and Jesse's sister go to alert the police and get the grandmother to a hospital. They know where the Covenant of Midwives, which are the ones that take the firstborn male, are taking Jesse. So they grab this thug guy who is smart and grabs guns, and then they head over to this place. Once they get over there, they are bum rushed by these cult members, and the thug just raises his shotgun. Boom! They over-exaggerate how much the cult members fly, which makes it kind of even funnier. Eventually, it's just Hector, and he's being chased by Jesse. Hector runs into a door, which leads to a scene from the first movie where Katie is in the kitchen, and all of a sudden she starts screaming Mika, like in the ending of the first movie. Hector is scared because, he just freaking time traveled. Mika comes down and Katie stabs him, so, you find out what happens to Mika. Hector runs and just slams into Jesse, who is full-on demon scary, and the camera just drops. It ends just like all the other ones. Everyone's dead, and Katie grabs the camera and turns it off. That's all. Bam, movie done. I mean, worth watching? You decide, and I'll see you guys in my next review.